Hey there, Johnny Daniel, your Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator. Hey, I wanted to show you today a card that is used, or that is created by a bundle that it will be soon not able to be purchased as a bundle starting May 1st. So, if you're wondering, this is the host code that will be good until Saturday, May 4th. All right, so the bundle in question is Hooray for Surprises. It has dies as well as the stamp set, photopolymer to be exact, which means the clear. And shall we begin? So this set in the catalog, I never actually really saw it for what it was, and I never saw the fact that there's like zippers and pull tabs and all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm showing you now. Okay, so this is one of the cards that I made, and you pull and then you get your bottom. Okay, probably, and you can make a pocket, do a gift card, all kinds of stuff. Here's the problem with this: it's a one-time use. Okay, that's the only problem that I see with it. So we're going to make a similar one, and I'm going to show you what to do, okay? So if you choose to get this, I'm going to show you some of the dies that come. So this one, see how it has the little divot there? That's to create that pull tab. Isn't that awesome? The little divots there, those are to create the pull tabs. So this one, I'm going to call my bumpy zipper, okay? And this one, you ready? Okay, let me get some room here. So I've got already cut, because I wanted to make this halfway short for you guys. I already have a thick white card base. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. Now I do want to tell you the thick white will still be available, but the vanilla as well as the envelopes will not. So if you like the vanilla, get it before the 1st. So it's just that simple. All right, and then working from top, or from bottom to top. All right, so I have a piece of, this is out of the new Latte online exclusive suite. Just happened to go with everything I was doing. And then I've got a piece of gray granite. Sorry, I lost track of that one. Oh, let me give you measurements. This is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. Pay attention to which way you want the stripes going. If you don't like the stripes, flip it over and have splotches. It's just that simple. And then the gray granite, as well as the Lost Lagoon, as well as my scratch piece of paper, but this is out of the Stargazing if you're wondering. These are all cut at 5 by 3 3/4. And then I took these two. You want a thinner piece for the second one, and here's why. Because you're going to do this. You're going to stack them in the thinner one on the bottom, because that's your template. So if it doesn't come out clean, if it messes up in any way, not a big deal, because it's not going to be seen, okay? So you want this top one to be your main one. So what you need to do is have a template, so when you peel this off, you know exactly where to stamp underneath, right? And you'll see that in just a second. So you want this underneath, and you want to die cut them at the same time so you know exactly that they're the same, okay? So first things first, let's get this with some Stampin' Seal onto our card base. Okay, so I've got a 1/4 inch all the way around, which means I gotta be a tiny bit careful. Okay, there we go. All right, now this one, I'm not gonna glue it right this second. So what we're gonna do, on my template one, I'm gonna pull my zipper off, okay? And because it's a thinner piece, I'm kind of holding it. If it was glued down, it wouldn't be a big deal. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit this right on top of here, so I know where to stamp That's the reasoning behind all this, okay? So let's grab my You Are Simply Amazing, which is the only long skinny one in here, and I'm glad that it's that because I love that saying, so that works. Then I'm going to open up my Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to hold this and make sure it's like perfectly matched. Ink up my You Are Simply Amazing and get that as centered as I can without hanging over for you guys. Okay, looks good to me. I don't think I could do it better, actually. So we're going to pull that off. That is all this is used for. So you could keep this with the stamp set and you'll be good. Now, a couple things to note. The other card that I did, it was way up here. Be careful of this because you still want to be able to glue this down so people can't peek underneath or it doesn't rip in the mail. So be careful how close to the edge you get when you're doing your template, okay? So there's that one. Okay, so now I'm gonna glue that one down wherever my Stampin' Seal went because I got a nice little pile going. So I'm gonna glue this down. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm gonna grab, and I need my little pole. Now, yeah, my block's way too big, but honestly, my blocks are way over there. You know how this goes, right? Okay, so I'm grabbing my pole, and I'm just making sure to not teeter my block at all so I don't get marks. Okay, so there's my pole. See, I got a little mark. I got lucky. Okay, so we've got that going on. I can glue that down now. I'm not actually doing any more stamping on this page. If I was doing more stamping physically on the on this, then I would not glue it down. One thing to note, put your adhesive, whatever kind you use, not on the rip portion because that defeats the whole point, right? Oh, I got a finger mark on there. Nice. I'll have to put something over that, huh? Okay, so there's that. Now I've gone ahead and on basic white, just on a piece of scrap, I went ahead and I did some birthday cakes. So I hope you don't mind, I kind of cheated and went ahead. So I'm just gonna flip these over, put my dimensionals on, and note I did kind of a light to dark theme. So my middle one I'm gonna put here. And then my lighter one, oh, is that gonna fit? Well, I'm gonna have a smudge. That's okay. And then we're gonna have this one here. And then on the bottom, I'm gonna take what is also soon to be retired, double oval punch. So if you want it, get it, because I'm gonna be keeping mine. So make sure to get what you need. So I'm gonna grab my scallop. So there's that. If you want the stripes going the same way, make sure to punch it that way. I think I do. So we're gonna punch again. I just realized that's different. So there we go. Okay. Details like that, you know? So, and then I'm just gonna grab here and I'm gonna grab the back side of my pole and I'm gonna put, hope your birthday is wonderful. Yes, I double checked to make sure it fit in my punch. It does. So there's that. And then I'm gonna have this go up here. Does it? It's just barely not gonna fit. Let's see. Let's do Make-A-Wish instead. I was like, oh man, I thought I measured it. Maybe not. Some days it's what happens, right? This is called real world. All right, let's make sure to get enough ink on there. And we'll do Make-A-Wish instead, which is a tiny bit smaller, so it should work just fine. Yep, sure does. These were not coordinated together, so we gotta make it work. I love it when the stamps are actually coordinated to go together, but hey, we can't have it all the time. All right, so we're gonna grab here, center that as best we can. Grab here. Okay. Make a wish. Okay. And then I gotta grab my bling, because I'm like, make a wish and I have no candles on there at all. So I'm gonna grab my glossy assortment, and I'm gonna put some yellow up there for my candles since there's not a ton of room, and we're just gonna make it work. Maybe if it'll go off my finger. There we go. Okay, so there's that, and let's see, what else do I have in here that might work. I think some rhinestones. I think that's what's going to be in the mix. So then I'm going to grab some rhinestones, and we're just going to put down here in the corners and do a little corner spot. Kind of cool, right? And then we're going to go over here and do the same. Since it's so full up here, I'm not going to worry about up there. Okay, so there we go. There's my little zipper card, just like this one. So thanks again for joining me. The bundle that I'm talking about is called Hooray for Surprises. It is continuing into the new catalog, but not as a bundle. So if you want to save 10%, order it before May 1st with that host code. Screenshot it. Thanks again for joining me. Follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. Have a great day.